G'day everyone, and what a beautiful one it is too. So it's still the bank holiday weekend. I've got some shopping to do, well, and pick up the inserts for my bike glasses, hopefully. Now it is a second attempt because I've had it once, went in, my vision in them was awful, so he's redone them and changed the pupil height. Now I do have quite bad eyes, not horrendous, they're like 4.5ish or -4.5ish. I think it goes up to 8 before you start getting, well, I think 6 is clinically partially sighted. But I've also got to buy some stuff for the for a picnic tomorrow, Jubilee picnic. But it gives me a good opportunity to test out my new mic setup. I now have a dead cat, as they are known, which is basically a fluffy microphone end, I suppose, and it might get rid of some of the crackling / wind noise. I say might, it should. So I'm really hopeful. It also gives me a good opportunity to take this brilliant little bike out for a bit of a thrash, where I'm not either on the way to work or on the way home. And do you know what? I need a bit of a thrash. I'm messing around with the Aprilia Shiver. Phoenix is otherwise known, as in Shiver Phoenix. And it's confusing me because it is an injected bike, and it's all the issues that I think I have with it are all electronic related, i.e. immobiliser related, which I really don't understand well enough. And give me a good old fashioned bike with a carburettor any day of the week and twice on Sundays. And particularly this one, because it's just fucking brilliant. It's worth next to bugger all, and it's just so much fun. And I know that people think I'm overbilling it and yada yada, and I know that I've explained before that I didn't progress my way up the ranks of bikes and start at 50s and go 125s and 400s. I did 125s when I was a kid, but that was really quite a long time ago now. And I've just basically got back into biking and jumped straight on a 900, and since then I've pretty much had 900s and 600s, or one 900 and a couple of 600s. I've worked on other ones, but not really regularly ridden anything like this, anything that's a 400. Now there's not a gap in the market because people don't want 400s, but there's a gap in the international market. So 400s and bikes like this are very popular in Japan, hence Honda making them. And I don't know what their riding restrictions are and ages and things like that, but the gap in the market is there for something that is, I say, more powerful, more nippy than a 125. A bit bigger bore than a 300. Now I don't know what the US licensing laws are, but 300s seem quite popular, like starter bikes in the US, so it's probably something to do with age-related licensing. Come on, who buys a brown car? Anyone that wants to drive like a shithead? And somebody that doesn't know how wide it is either. Yeah, so they're quite popular in the US, and actually UK-wise, the market is flooded with 125s and 300s because people start with them and get bored of them quickly. Now this is a 400, so it doesn't quite fit on that scale. But you know, if you're looking in Japan, they want something nippier than but actually, and I'm generalising here, and I apologise if there's any racial stereotyping within it, but if you're in a big city, and Japan has got big cities and high density population, if you're in a big city, there's not that much point in owning a 650 or anything, you know, sort of that size, or 600, because you're never gonna get it to the speeds that it can go ever, realistically, or certainly not legally. So you get something like this, something that's really quite nippy around, doesn't really have the top end to take anyone up, but can do stuff like that. And I mean, there's a few people who said, oh, it's really fast now. It's not really fast. I mean, speedo's in kilometres, which kind of throws your head slightly. It's not that fast. You know, I probably could wheelie it. It's not the sort of thing I really want to try. You know, it's not that torquey. It's not, but it's just fucking brilliant for what you use it for. It really is. It pulls away from the lights like a fucking demon, screaming its arse off all the way. It's brilliant. But it's going to be a bit of a heartache to sell on easy. But the fact that it is not ULEZ'd is kind of in the death knell for it now. Hopefully someone will buy it that's not in an ULEZ area, but let's face it, there's not many of them left. Well, there are, but they're becoming fewer and far between. So this has had a 4:1 conversion, which means that if they were going to put a cat on it, it would have to be a fucking big one, because that's a big old bore exhaust that's running through there, which probably means it isn't going to happen, which means the only other way of reducing the NOx levels is through the jetting and through the carb, and it's a 4-pot carb, so it's just going to take forever. And frankly, when they're chatting to the guys at Riverbank, when I was down there last, you know, it's an element of trial and error when they're doing carbs. Right, let's try this jetting, see what that does. Let's try this needle height, see what this does. Now that's fine if you're on a big single carb. You know, something. I was going to nip round the side then. There's glass all over the floor. Nice. You know, that's fine if you're on a big single carb like you have in, you know, like a Harley or something like that. But you know, if you're on a Japanese bike with 4 pots, it's just not going to be worthwhile for time, effort, energy, etc. Which is a shame, because it means this isn't going to get ULEZ'd. If I could ULEZ it, I've said many times if I could ULEZ it, I'd keep it. I would, but, and there is quite a big but, that's the fact that I can't really do any other storage on it. I mean, yeah, I could see if I could find a top box to go on the back, but it's such a diddy little bike, it would look fucking stupid. I know it's not all about looks, but it would look bloody stupid. And I could just put a big ass bag on, which is what I've got at the moment, because I've been dispatched to get some picnic shopping for tomorrow. A bit of a Jubilee Sunday park celebration. But I think that's just going to be a bit much every day, but we shall see. I'm not really taking the boy out for a thrash, there's too much traffic. Yeah, you're waving him across. No, you've changed your mind, you fucking bellend. Too much fun. Way too much fun. I wonder, it's quite windy. I'm wondering how the wind is on the microphone with this dead cat on it. Dead cat might need a bit of a shave, because I am getting some of the dead cat's fur in my mouth, which is really not that pleasant. Brakes on this are good as well, actually, I have to say. There's not a great deal of it to stop, I suppose, but they are pretty good. It's a beautiful day. It's a bit rainy this morning. We'll be a bit careful, there is a police car up here, I saw it. There you go. Evening all. In the wrong lane. Fuck's sake. Oh, I hope I've got that on tape. But it's just wandering out into traffic. Oh Jesus, I hope I've got that.